for joining me. My name is Zachary Brown, and I'm a solutions architect here at IP Fabric. I'd like to thank each and every one of you for your time. I really appreciate it. It's valuable to me. Well, once again, I am a solutions architect here at IP Fabric, based out of Charlotte, North Carolina. And today we're talking about how a major shift is happening in the industry and how clean, structured, contextualized data is becoming the foundation for automation and AI. So today, our session is called From Data to Intelligence, Fueling AI and Automation with Context. And unfortunately today, I do only have 10 minutes and I want to make you the most use of our time. So I won't be going into a deep dive into the feature set of IP Fabric or all the ins and outs of our next generation network assurance platform. But we do have a booth all the way to the back, just to the left as you come off the elevators, and we'll be here for the whole event. So if you have any deeper questions about exactly what IP Fabric does, I'll be more than happy to answer those. But for today, our topic, from data to intelligence, fueling AI and automation with context. So by the end of our quick talk here, I hope that you're able to see how network snapshots are redefining how organizations approach automation and their AI strategy. Also, we'll briefly touch on what data AI needs to be successful, how we get that data, and then what can be done once we have that data. All right, so first, we're going to talk about the state of network data today. So oftentimes in our modern environments, we're dealing with multiple vendors, whether those are on-prem, in the cloud, different vendors for routing, switching, wireless, firewall. So what we end up with is with a hodgepodge of tools, oftentimes with different GUIs for management, different operating systems, and even different APIs in order for us to get that data, in order for us to do automation and AI. Oftentimes with our traditional network management, our troubleshooting is very reactive. We often know something is broken, but no context or no additional information on why it's broken. And then there is the visibility portion of data. Oftentimes the data is siloed, oftentimes behind human firewalls or knowledge that others may have that we just don't know about. When we get notifications on our network of something that may be wrong, oftentimes by the time we get to triage it, it may be expired or even out of date. And what this does, it makes governance challenging. It makes having a consistent approach to automation, network management, and AI cumbersome, and really hurts the collaboration across teams. Oops, that's good. So, what does AI need in order to be useful? Well, AI needs really four things from the data. It needs its data to be clean, structured, contextual, and accessible. So I really like this first line here in the presentation. AI does not magically fix bad data. AI is not a recipe for fixing all of our problems. It is a tool that can be used by those who know how to use it effectively in order to drive better business outcomes. So with that data being clean, we need it to be free from duplication or unnecessary noise. We need it to be structured or uniform across our different vendor network devices as well as operating systems. It needs to be contextual, so not just data, but having context moves that data into information. So now we're actually able to get actionable intelligence from that data, and accessible. So everyone in our organization needs that data, whether we're network engineers, AI developers, automation engineers. Without that data, it's impossible to have a consistent approach to our automation strategy. And then finally, logs only show a small portion of the picture, whereas with IP Fabric or network snapshots, you're getting a complete view of how that network is architectured, configured, and operating. So you have the given behavior for your network at any point in time. So jumping into IP Fabric's superpower, and that is the snapshot. So each snapshot, it contains full routing information, MAC address tables, ARP tables across all different vendors. So at IP Fabric, we normalize all that data in our platform. So no jumping into different GUIs or having to jump from different tools. All of it is uniform in our platform. And with these snapshots, you have the ability to see exactly what your network looked like at a point in time. So pre an event or post an event, you have the ability to compare what your network looked like, as well as uses information for automation as well. One step deeper, as a part of those snapshots as well, IP Fabric has the ability to look at end of support details, end of maintenance. So taking that heavy lifting off you as an organization, and this information also can be used in your automation or AI strategy. And here's some additional information about IP Fabric snapshots. Out of box, we do have our intent checks, which can also be used in your automation strategy, as well as diagrams, which are at your disposal. So you have that up-to-date documentation that can be used for automation as well. Now, with IP Fabric, you don't just have snapshots or static reports, but you have living data to fuel your AI and automation initiatives. Now, one way at IP Fabric we are using this data to fuel AI is by using the MCP server or the Model Context Protocol. And with this, that means that snapshots can be exposed to APIs or extensions. And with that being said, you now have the ability to ingratiate them with a chat box or AI assistant. So no more parsing data, running through different logs of different devices, potentially your SIM system. With IP Fabric and using this data, you have the ability to now interface with your network using human readable language. So now you have clean, structured data powered by AI. Now, this leads us to the big picture and why it all matters. So, before I get into that briefly, here's an example of that MCP server and being able to interface with our network, asking it human readable questions about exactly what's going on in our environment. And this information, it can be used in our automation and AI strategy going forward as an organization. So, why this matters? So, network data is the foundation for automation in AI. If your data isn't trustworthy, then your AI won't be trustworthy. If your data is incomplete or inconsistent, then your AI will only make bad decisions faster. So snapshots make insights repeatable and dependable. So it takes away the guessing. So you can have that consistent approach to decision making. And by sharing this information with MCP servers or chatbots and integrated platforms, you can have that real collaboration that's needed for automation across our different teams. So simply put, I like this quote at the bottom. You cannot automate what you don't understand. Here at IP Fabric, we try to give you that understanding. So finally, snapshots give you that full picture of your infrastructure at any point in time. They let you move beyond just dashboards and looking at GUIs into asking your network specific questions, contextualized questions, and you're able to get specific answers about your network environment. Our mission at IP Fabric is to democratize your network data. So just like a government organization may try to empower its uh, citizens through democracy, we try to do the same. We try to empower everyone in the organization, whether they're admin, engineer, automation engineer, AI developer. We try to democratize that data so they all can have that power to do that automation and make those consistent decisions and understand their network infrastructure. So as you leave here today, I would like to thank you all for your time. If you have any additional questions, once again, our booth straight back to the left, and we'd love to continue the conversation further on how IP Fabric can help streamline your automation and AI strategy. Hey, thank you for your time.